Nicole Kidman has made her first public appearance since her split from Keith Urban.
We've been through a lot together.
We've got a timeline for it now, and the time is it's now.
For nearly 2 decades, Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban were celebrated as one of entertainment's most admired couples. Whether walking the red carpet together or supporting each other's careers from the audience, they appeared to embody love, loyalty, and stability in an industry where lasting relationships are rare. But behind every glamorous photograph lies a private reality that the public may never fully understand. In recent years, headlines across the internet have claimed that Nicole Kidman has finally revealed the truth about her relationship with Keith Urban. Social media exploded with speculation. Entertainment websites published dramatic stories, and fans began questioning whether the picture-perfect marriage they admired had been hiding deeper struggles all along. Yet the truth is often far more complicated than sensational headlines suggest. Today, we're taking a closer look at the journey of two global superstars whose relationship captivated millions around the world. From their first meeting to the challenges of balancing fame, family, and demanding careers, this story is about much more than celebrity gossip. Before becoming an Oscar-winning actress, Nicole Kidman was simply a shy young girl with enormous dreams. Growing up in Australia, she discovered that acting gave her confidence and allowed her to express emotions she often struggled to show in everyday life. Her extraordinary talent quickly opened doors, leading her from local productions to international recognition. Soon, Hollywood embraced her as one of the most gifted actresses of her generation. But while her professional life reached incredible heights, her personal journey was filled with challenges that shaped the woman she would become. Those experiences would later influence every major decision she made about love, family, and trust. And then, unexpectedly, her path crossed with a country music star whose own life had been marked by struggle, determination, and redemption. At first glance, they seemed completely different. Yet sometimes the strongest connections are formed between people who understand each other's battles. Their meeting would eventually create one of the most talked-about love stories in modern entertainment. Or so the world believed. When Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban first met, few people could have predicted that they would become one of the entertainment world's most recognizable couples. They came from different industries, lived different lifestyles, and carried very different life experiences, yet something about their connection seemed genuine from the very beginning. Nicole had already established herself as one of Hollywood's biggest stars. Years of hard work, critically acclaimed performances, and international success had earned her worldwide respect. Despite her achievements, those close to her often described her as someone who valued family and privacy above fame. Keith Urban, meanwhile, was building an impressive career in country music. Known for his incredible guitar skills and emotional songwriting, he had overcome significant personal struggles on his path to success. His honesty about life's challenges earned him admiration from fans across the globe. As they spent more time together, their relationship developed naturally. Friends noticed the chemistry between them, and before long, the media began following every public appearance. Unlike many celebrity romances that seemed carefully staged, Nicole and Keith appeared comfortable in each other's company. Their smiles looked genuine, their conversations effortless, and their support for one another seemed sincere. When they announced their engagement, fans celebrated the news. Many believed they had found exactly what each had been searching for, a partner who understood the pressures of fame while still appreciating the importance of a normal family life. Their wedding was beautiful and emotional, attracting attention from around the world. Photographs from the ceremony quickly became iconic, symbolizing hope that true love could survive in an industry often known for short-lived relationships. For the public, it looked like the beginning of a real-life fairy tale. But every marriage faces challenges, especially when both partners maintain demanding international careers. Movie productions require Nicole to spend months on distant film sets. Keith's concert tours often kept him traveling across countries and continents. Finding time together became increasingly difficult, requiring constant communication and compromise. Even so, they repeatedly told interviewers that family remained their highest priority. They worked hard to protect their private lives from public attention and focused on creating a stable home for their children. For many years, their efforts appeared successful. They became known as one of the strongest couples in entertainment. Yet behind the headlines and glamorous photographs, the realities of balancing love, fame, and personal growth would eventually test even the strongest foundation. And although few people realized it at the time, the first signs of pressure were already beginning to appear. As the years passed, Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban became more than just a celebrity couple. They became a symbol of lasting love. Every red carpet appearance, every award show, and every public interview reinforced the image of two people deeply committed to each other. Fans admired the way Keith spoke about Nicole with genuine affection, often thanking her during acceptance speeches and calling her the greatest blessing in his life. Nicole, in return, frequently praised Keith's kindness, talent, and unwavering support. From the outside, everything appeared perfect, but maintaining that image came with enormous pressure. Nicole's acting career continued reaching new heights, with major film projects requiring months of travel and intense filming schedules. At the same time, Keith's music career demanded worldwide tours, recording sessions, and promotional events that kept him away from home for long periods. Finding time together became increasingly difficult. Despite their busy lives, they reportedly made family a priority whenever possible. Vacations, birthdays, and holidays were carefully planned so they could spend quality time with their daughters away from the cameras. Still, distance has a way of testing even the strongest relationships. As social media grew, fans began analyzing every photograph and every public appearance. If Nicole attended an event alone, rumors immediately spread that something was wrong. If Keith missed a movie premiere because of a concert online, speculation exploded. Every small detail became a headline. Every silence became a story. Entertainment websites competed for attention by publishing dramatic theories, while anonymous sources claimed to know what was happening behind closed doors. Yet neither Nicole nor Keith publicly fueled the speculation. Instead, they focused on their work and continued appearing together whenever their schedules allowed. Their approach reflected a shared belief that private matters should remain private. Even so, the constant media attention created an environment where every decision was examined under a microscope. The couple found themselves living in two worlds. One was the real world of family dinners, career responsibilities, and everyday conversations. The other was the public world, where millions of strangers believed they understood every detail of their relationship. The gap between those two realities grew wider with each passing year. And while the public continued to see a picture-perfect marriage, only Nicole and Keith truly knew the challenges they faced behind the scenes. The question was no longer whether fame affected their relationship. It was whether any relationship could remain untouched under such relentless public scrutiny. As Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban entered another decade of marriage, the spotlight surrounding their relationship became even brighter. Every interview, every photograph, and every public appearance was closely watched by millions of fans and countless entertainment reporters. Whenever they appeared together, headlines praised them as one of Hollywood's strongest couples. Whenever they appeared separately, rumors quickly followed. Social media only intensified the speculation. A single photo, without the other partner, could spark thousands of comments questioning the state of their marriage. Anonymous insiders claimed to know hidden details, while gossip websites competed to publish the most shocking stories. But neither Nicole nor Keith chose to respond to every rumor. Instead, they remained focused on their careers and family, understanding that public speculation is often an unavoidable part of celebrity life. Still, the constant attention created enormous pressure. Imagine living every moment knowing that strangers would analyze your body language, facial expressions, and even your choice of words. For celebrities, ordinary situations can become international headlines overnight. Nicole continued delivering powerful performances on screen, earning praise from critics and audiences alike. Her dedication to acting remained stronger than ever, proving that decades after entering Hollywood, she was still one of the industry's most respected performers. Keith, meanwhile, continued touring and recording music that connected deeply with fans. His concerts were filled with emotion, and his songwriting reflected themes of hope, love, and perseverance. Professionally, both were thriving. Personally, however, the public knew very little beyond carefully selected interviews and occasional appearances. That lack of information allowed speculation to grow. Some reports suggested distance caused by demanding careers. Others claimed personality differences had become more noticeable over time. Many stories relied entirely on unnamed sources and unverified claims, making it impossible to separate fact from fiction. Yet one thing remained clear. Nicole and Keith had spent years protecting their family's privacy, refusing to let every personal challenge become public entertainment. Their silence frustrated gossip writers, but earned respect from many fans who appreciated their dignity. Sometimes choosing not to answer rumors says more than issuing a dozen statements. But as the headlines continued to multiply, one question lingered in the minds of millions around the world. Were these simply exaggerated tabloid stories? Or were they the first signs that one of entertainment's most admired relationships was facing its greatest test yet? For years, Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban represented something rare in the entertainment world, a relationship that appeared to withstand the pressures of fame, demanding careers, and constant public attention. Fans admired the way they supported each other, believing their bond was built on trust and genuine affection. But even the strongest relationships are tested by time. Success often comes with sacrifices, and for Nicole and Keith, those sacrifices frequently meant spending long periods apart. Film productions took Nicole across the world for months at a time, while Keith's concert tours filled arenas in different cities almost every night. Despite their efforts to stay connected, balancing two international careers was never easy. Every reunion was followed by another goodbye. Every family celebration required careful planning. Every important moment had to fit into schedules controlled by studios, producers, and tour managers. Behind the glamorous lifestyle was a constant challenge to keep family life stable. Both Nicole and Keith repeatedly spoke about the importance of protecting their daughters from the spotlight. They wanted their children to experience as normal a childhood as possible despite having two globally famous parents. That commitment often meant keeping personal matters private. However, privacy became increasingly difficult in the age of social media. Fans noticed every solo appearance. Entertainment blogs analyzed every interview. Even harmless comments were sometimes taken out of context and transformed into sensational headlines. Some articles suggested hidden tension. Others claimed secret disagreements. Yet very few of these reports offered verified evidence. Instead, they relied on anonymous sources and speculation that spread rapidly across the internet. Nicole rarely responded publicly to such stories. Throughout her career, she had learned that silence often speaks louder than arguments. Keith adopted a similar approach, choosing to let his music remain the primary way he expressed emotion rather than engaging in online rumors. Still, constant public scrutiny can create pressure that few people truly understand. Living under the watchful eye of millions means that every smile is analyzed, every gesture is questioned, and every absence becomes a mystery waiting for someone else to explain. For a couple trying to protect their family, that level of attention can become exhausting. As months turned into years, speculation continued growing. The public kept searching for answers. The media kept chasing headlines. And while outsiders believed they understood the relationship through photographs and interviews, the real story remained known only to the two people living it. Sometimes the greatest challenge isn't overcoming personal struggles. Sometimes it's protecting those struggles from becoming entertainment for the entire world. And as the rumors became louder, many wondered whether the pressure of maintaining the image of the perfect couple had become one of the biggest challenges they had ever faced. Did Nicole finally speak out? As speculation surrounding Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban continued to spread across the internet, one question kept appearing in headlines and social media discussions. Had Nicole finally decided to reveal what really happened behind closed doors? The answer, however, is far more complicated than many sensational articles suggest. Throughout her career, Nicole has built a reputation for protecting her private life. Rather than responding to every rumor or online theory, she has consistently chosen to focus on her family and professional work. That silence has often been misunderstood. When celebrities refuse to comment, many people assume they are hiding something. In reality, some simply believe that personal relationships should remain personal. Over the years, Nicole has occasionally spoken about the importance of trust, communication, and commitment in marriage. She has acknowledged that every long-term relationship requires effort and understanding, especially when both partners have demanding careers. Those comments reflected a realistic view of marriage rather than a perfect fairy tale. Keith Urban has expressed similar thoughts in interviews, often describing relationships as something that must be nurtured every single day. He has spoken openly about gratitude and personal growth, emphasizing the importance of having supportive people during difficult times. Their public statements consistently highlighted respect rather than conflict. Yet the internet often prefers drama over balance. A simple interview quote can quickly be transformed into a shocking headline claiming that hidden secrets have finally been exposed. One carefully chosen sentence may generate hundreds of articles, each adding new layers of speculation until the original context is almost forgotten. This cycle has become common in modern celebrity culture. Fans searching for answers often encounter stories built more on interpretation than confirmed facts. At the same time, every public appearance becomes another opportunity for speculation. If Nicole appears serious at a film premiere, some interpret it as sadness. If Keith performs an emotional song during a concert, others assume it reflects his personal life. But emotions expressed through acting or music do not always represent real-life events. Artists often draw inspiration from imagination, observation, and universal human experiences. Still, public curiosity never fades. People want to understand what happens behind the glamorous images shown on television and social media. They search for hidden meanings in interviews and look for clues in every photograph. Yet perhaps the biggest truth is also the simplest. Only Nicole and Keith truly know every chapter of their story. The public sees moments. The media creates narratives. But real relationships are built through countless conversations, sacrifices, and experiences that cameras never capture. Whether facing challenges or celebrating successes, the reality of their journey belongs to them alone. And perhaps that privacy is exactly what has allowed both of them to continue moving forward with dignity despite years of endless speculation.